So hey guys, and welcome to what is, I guess, a dead Hoi4 mod. It's called Godspeed, but other than that, the Steam Workshop doesn't explain any lore. It's just a rant about how the mod is unfinished. The map looks very interesting, and I don't think it's the vanilla map. Definitely not. I don't know who has a focus tree or why the world looks like this, but hopefully if we start playing, we'll be able to figure out. Also, this video is sponsored by Age of Origin, so huge thanks to them, but more on that later in the video. Maybe if we read this, if we can understand the lore, maybe. Crowned at the young age of 17, Henry would guide the Continental Entente through the bloodshed and tragedy of the Great War, leading the Empire's most loyal allies to a glorious, crushing victory over the Hun. So I guess there was a great war with the Holy Roman Empire, I guess? They lost a lot of territory they once owned, but they still own a lot of territory, including Australia. Germany has a huge focus tree planned out, but it has no effects. It's just like an outline of a focus tree, except right here. I still don't know exactly what's going on. Doesn't look like they made navies yet, so I assume nobody has a navy, so we're probably all on equal playing grounds, just building up from scratch. I guess we will do the focuses. Maybe we'll unlock more? I don't quite know. All of North America is a puppet to this country. Canada flag, but green. Wait, they actually have a focus tree. Well, they have no effects, but there's like icons for it. Why is the Umayyad Sultanate in Brazil? Did they like colonize Brazil and then when they fell, they just have always existed? This is just normal Hoi4 modder stuff though, so this isn't like that surprising. And then we own Grand Colombia, the Iranian Empire, the Kingdom of Kurdistan. I really don't know what to think of this thing. Ukraine, I think, has the only focus tree that's like kind of functional. I guess Sweden, I think, has a more filled out focus tree than us. They at least have some events, though I don't know if the events are going to have any text. And there's Christian X. He's like the first person that I recognize. Well, besides Franz Ferdinand, of course. China is also all in a faction altogether. I guess they're all a puppet of the Great U. This is just so weird and kind of sad too to see this in such an unfinished state, but there's so much here. And there's this custom map and has a really cool aesthetic. I guess we can try to invade the Holy Roman Empire eventually. They even redid this, so this panel's like bigger and this entire thing has custom icons and stuff. Child soldiers. Well, yeah, we probably won't be doing that. They also have a puppet state up here led by Charles de Gaulle. Don't know why, but I guess we could also reunite India under our puppet state. Though of course there's no content, so it's not like we get cores or anything, but we could go do that. Italy calls for aid. The King of Italy calls for aid from us to establish stability. But we just have to refuse to help, though. We have no nice option. That lucky old son. Okay, it was just a party to celebrate how good the Empire is. Life is sure good. Oh wait, a day at the square? What the hell? We'll never know what happened, though. Something happens. We don't get to know, unfortunately. Okay, the nationwide celebrations are over, and we do get more of a focus tree. So we do the Tempest and get an event, a meeting at midnight. Maybe this is more finished than I thought it was. This peace might not last forever. Oh no, Franz Ferdinand was assassinated. Some things never change. In a meeting at midnight, we don't know what happens. Again, I'm gonna pretend that we met at midnight to assassinate Franz Ferdinand. We have two mutually exclusive options. They both have the same effect and there's no descriptions, so I don't really know what they do. I guess this one you lose 3 stability and 50 political power. This one you lose 3 stability and 80 political power. So I think from what I can gather, there's like some coup attempt and we can like go after the army or go after criminals. I don't know. I guess we'll just see what happens. There's some events. I don't know if they're gonna have text, but if at least one does, then we can maybe figure out what's going on. The person who made this mod probably will not see this video, but if they do, there's probably going to be some giant comment that you can read that explains everything that's happening. Also, the mod has unique ideologies. It doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary. We have autocracy, authoritarian democracy, conservatism, liberalism, social democracy, libertarianism, libertarianism, socialism, centralism, ultranationalism, and corporatism. So, like the Kaiserreich TNO ideology list, basically. So searching the enlisted men, any number of them could be rebels, search them all. Search away, but with some discretion. Okay, so I think there was some sort of coup. That's at least my guess still. Yeah, I noticed our national spirit, the empire on which the sun never sets. It is kind of a reference to the British Empire, but we're not really the British Empire. We're more French than British. So Virginia broke free. Searching the officers, we can institute arrests. Anyone of questionable loyalty must go, or this entire business is quite unsavory. Based on these buttons, we should do the bottom, but I'm going to do the top one. Maybe something will happen, probably not. Also, I noticed we have a misery mechanic for local misery and world misery. Increases by your actions that in one way or another change your country to the worse. And global misery increases by nations that conduct actions that in one way or another change the world to the worse. It's kind of like world tension, but different. And also world tension still exists. Also, in vanilla, Victors of the Great War is a terrible focus, but in this one, it's just a good focus. I would think Victors of the Great War would be a bad focus still, because it would make us more certain in our victory in any future conflict. But I'm not going to argue with the national spirit effects in a dead mod that was never finished. Oh, I see why Virginia is independent. They're independent so the Virginian Liberation Army can declare on them without having to fight everybody. That makes sense. I wonder what will happen if they unify. Will the Virginian Liberation Army get more war goals? I don't know how far that was developed. A red letter day. For weeks, tension within the island has been building. Oh, I see what's going on. This entire thing was about a rebellion in England. It wasn't some government coup. We will stop them, though. England does not have a focus tree, and we do, so I will keep playing as the Sun Emperor, so we can explore the French culture, or we can deal with the struggles at hand. I like this. We're just going to sit back and relax and do nothing. That's great. Our last stand in the port. Our army is very powerful, so I think we should win, just by putting all of our divisions with no supply here and attacking. The finer parts in life. What a magnificent man. And he retires? Oh, and then he's rehired. I don't know what that focus is supposed to do. The fall of Cardiff. Cardiff is ours again. So random that there are like events for the fall of cities in this civil war. That's usually not a detail that you see in unfinished overhaul mods like this, and I've played a lot of them, more than I've made videos on. Oh no. And the Holy Roman Empire fell apart. Okay, so we have Otto von Habsburg in a cowboy outfit. Radio Silence making a cameo from TNO and several other mods. There are a lot of factions. Not him, the chicken farmer. No, he's not really blind, just really into near automata. Yeah, that's true. The Crimson Snow. It concerns me how far this got. Like, this mod is very close to finished in a lot of ways. I guess we're taking a breather from this war and going on a trip. We no longer get the effects from the English want you dead. I'm happy they don't want us dead anymore. Growing mutinies. Well, yeah, that would make sense that there are growing mutinies when the leader is just going on like a vacation. Chaos in France. Oh no, is France going to rebel? This is getting out of hand. We need our boys home now. Wait, so we just wipe peace? Okay, that was bad. We should have just finished that war before doing our focus tree. The Emperor's new trip, the deluge. We're gonna fall apart like Germany did. Paris is demilitarized. The ever-growing rivers. There's no description, so I don't know what's happening. I can just read the titles and assume. 1,000 years undone. How could this happen? I don't know, because the events. The Lyons Conference. Sure, Prince Philip the Charmer. I like Charmers. Oh no, it's Edward de Ladier. The counter-revolution. Edward de Ladier dies. Why is Pétain leading our country? Still no clue what's going on. Revolution in Brittany. Maybe is this the end? Is there nothing left? This mod is unfinished, so I don't know if something is actually going to happen or if this is the end. It's crazy how much detail there is in some ways in this mod. Like Madagascar of all countries has a focus tree outlined. It doesn't have any effects, but it's at least outlined. Also, despite some of our very close holdings breaking free, we still have our colonial empire. Wait, is New Zealand uncolonized? Blessed New Zealand? Yeah, a lot of these German breakaway countries do have focus trees. I think all of them, actually. It also looks like there's no Huey Long references in the Republic of Louisiana focus tree. Cuba's probably like the most free democratic place in the world. Oh, also we have to use food to produce rations, which all divisions use. That makes sense. And that's why my army is ceasing to function. Wait, I'm happy I kept playing. There's a super event out of nowhere. The Days of Dust. I guess is this the plot of the mod? There's some giant dust storm. I don't know if anything else is gonna happen. World misery isn't that high. I really don't know. I guess we'll just keep waiting. Yeah, this mod could have been pretty interesting if it released. I don't really know what it was going for. If it was going for being just some random mod with some cool paths and random edgy paths, kind of like Red Flood, or if it was wanting to focus on this like apocalyptic dust storm thing, or what even the alt history scenario is, unless it's just the alt history scenarios that the world looks like this for undisclosed reasons. And it's weird how close it is to kind of being finished. Like, I definitely wouldn't say it's playable. Like, it's very much so unplayable. My guess is they just got carried away with making like 1 million focus trees, so they never really got anything finished, because there are probably like 40-ish focus trees that are at least partially made, but none that are finished. But anyways, before you go, like I said at the start of the video, this video was sponsored by Age of Origins, so before the ending of the video, I'll be playing a little bit of Age of Origins, so let's get to that. So welcome to Age of Origins. In the past, I've made a tower defense series playing the tower defense portion of this game, which exists in a playlist on my channel if you want to check that out sometime. But we'll be going through a bit more of the game than just that. I don't really plan on grinding out to the tower defense right now. It looks like right now we're on our own private island. This is something I was unfamiliar with last time. I guess we get to decorate it a little bit. I don't know if I can rename it from the luxuriousness 0, but I guess that's fine calling it that. So it looks like we're allowed to place decorations here, and it makes the island more prosperous over time, and then we also will get some combat bonuses. So it is useful to spend some time here. Anyways, we'll leave the private island for now. We might return here a little bit later. Oh yes, I like how my main officer guy looks like the most useless type of person for during a zombie invasion. I'm sure he'll be great. Yeah, everybody else looks much more useful. I kind of want this guy. We'll have to get him in the future. Either way, I think we should actually attack something now. This zombie army is slightly weaker than our entire army combined, so we should win. And by slightly weaker, I mean quite a bit weaker, so I'm not that concerned that things are going to go badly there. I guess we should also train some more troops. We need to keep becoming more powerful so we can start clearing out some of these like zombie blockades within our base. That's probably pretty important. We're not quite powerful enough to attack there though, so I'm going to wait. Maybe there's a zombie clearing that we can't attack. Well, it looks like they're all the same, so we probably just have to clear one, and then when we clear the next one, all the other ones will become more powerful. That would make sense. I guess we'll start to upgrade some of our buildings, and then maybe attack some zombies more closely leveled to us. That was kind of an easy win. Here, some mutant zombies. These are a lot closer to our army level, so it'll be much more of a dangerous fight. Looks like we can't send 2 titans at the same time yet because our town hall isn't high enough level, but that'll be cool when we unlock that. For now though, just having one gives such a big bonus to our army that it's very much so worth it. And let's see, we were successful. We only lost 8 power too, which is good, and we got a lot from that, so that was nice. I kind of want to attack something even more powerful. Get a little risky. We only had 4 casualties attacking something that was half our strength, so I don't know. We should probably find something very powerful. Give ourselves a challenge. In the meantime though, we can play some infinite zombies. We have an attempt left today. Get some extra armaments on here so that we actually have a good chance of maybe me not throwing the entire thing instantly. Looks like there's only 1 entrance starting off. I'm sure some of these other ones will be used later on, so it might be a good idea to put a lot of the towers near the exit here, because all of them will cross paths with the exit. So I'll put at least a few towers here. One slowdown one kind of in a central region there where it will have a lot of effect. And then maybe some normal machine guns just by the exit to clean up anything that makes its way all the way over there. And then for the main entrance here, I'll probably put down one of the EMP towers that slow them down, kind of there. Then kind of near the center right here, I'm going to make my main laser tower to deal with like the powerful enemies that are going to have a lot of HP. Nobody's really even gotten to our last last layer of defense there. So for now, we're good. So now we choose a reward. I think I want to take base HP up because I would like a buffer in case I do something really terrible. So in 40 seconds, we're going to have an attack from this entrance here in addition to the main entrance. I probably need to put a new tower around here in the center. I don't think we're going to lose, but we might not be in the best situation after this round. I needed more laser towers to deal with these high HP enemies because yeah, that's going to be quite the loss of life there. But it's okay, we haven't even wasted those 10 lives that we got last time, and we'll get 10 more lives for this wave. This might already be the end for us. This isn't the worst situation. This could have been really bad, but this is okay. Let's see. Yeah, we should probably start increasing the resources we received from zombies. It might have been smart to do that instead of the extra health, because then with those resources, our entire defense network could have been massively improved. Yeah, I think this is going to be the end of this round, but we have learned a lot. Okay, we've learned quite a bit. Let's check our battle report. That probably went better than our tower defense battle. Yeah, well, it was successful. We lost a bit more power that time, but nothing too crazy. Great. And I recruited someone who actually looks fit for the environment of a zombie apocalypse. This is great. I guess we need people in the administrative roles too, but I feel like this is the guy we need to actually be successful here. I guess I need to appoint more officers to these positions. I'm kind of just wasting slots here. Warfare experts. Anyways, that's all for today with Age of Origins. Make sure to check out that link in the description. It's also in the pinned comment too. Thanks again to Age of Origins for sponsoring this video, and I guess I will see you all next time.